There is nothing soft and cuddly about the way that the rapacious private equity owners of Toys R Us in Britain engaged in an exercise in brinkmanship on the eve of the Christmas break. Miraculously, support is now expected from across the Atlantic.As. As a result, many of the 3,200 jobs in the UK should be saved for the time being. That will be small comfort to the 800 or so people to be made redundant. Moreover, there are still questions to be asked about the financial engineering within the group, with £584 million mysteriously written off in a tax haven, and the former boss in the UK receiving escalating bonuses as the company speeded towards the precipice. Many of the ailments which pushed Toys R Us into a fast-track administration will have been made worse by hard-nosed private equity ownership. But they also are common to a struggling retail industry. I and the UK retailers are battling against business rates, rising utility costs, the squeeze on household incomes, online shopping and the wrong kind of store portfolio. Big box, edge-of-town outlets embraced by retail groups over the last couple of decades have become millstones around their necks. Several major firms are gasping for breath. The meltdown at South African-controlled conglomerate Steinhoff has hit Poundland, which can no longer obtain the supplier credit insurance it needs to keep shops fully stocked. Steinhoff also owns Britain's largest furniture store chain Harveys and Bensons for beds. Electronics retailer Maplin, owned by private equity firm Rutland Partners, also has had difficulty with credit insurers. Revenue from income tax is up 3.4% in the 8 months to November and was 6.6% better than in the same month last year. One might have expected receipts to trail off as the economy slowed in 2017, but with employment at record levels, the numbers are strong. Corporation tax also began to catch up in November in spite of repeated cuts in the headline rate. The lower the corporation tax rate, the more likely it is to be paid, and the more incentive there is for companies to expand and invest. The Chancellor looks well on track to achieve the new borrowing target of £49.9 billion unveiled in last month's budget, which is sharply down on the £58.3 billion projected in March. The buoyancy of tax receipts raises questions as to whether the Independent Office for Budget Responsibility may have been too gloomy when it cut productivity and output forecasts in the budget. After almost a decade of drinking at the trough of taxpayer funds, the Royal Bank of Scotland has appointed a perfect independent director in Lena Wilson as it prepares to return to the stock exchange in 2018. One trusts RBS's scrupulous chairman Sir Howard Davies has cautioned Wilson that it will be coach-class rail fares, the tube and airborne from now on.